This session is going to be 20 minutes. We're going to focus on hips. We're going to work through some mobilisation, some strengthening, and then finally some stretching of the hips. Most of it we'll do lying down. So bring yourself down onto a mat or somewhere comfortable. We'll keep the knees bent, heels in line with your sit bones. Feeling the floor or the mat underneath your feet. Taking the arms a little bit wider out to the side so that the shoulders can soften. Once you've arrived, allowing your eyes to close. Taking a moment just to tune into how your body is feeling. Unclenching your jaw. Allowing the shoulders to soften and broaden across your collarbones. Allowing the bottom muscles to release. And before we start moving, let's take 3 really big deep breaths in and out through your nose if you can. Breathing in, expanding the ribs in all directions, front to back and side to side. Exhaling long and slow. We'll take 2 more breaths. Releasing that last exhale all the way out. When you're ready, we're just going to draw one knee up towards the chest, give it a hug in. Notice how that hip feels. Place the foot down, change sides, draw the other knee in, give it a hug. Nice and slow, let's just do that one more either side, hugging in. Placing the foot down, changing sides, give the other knee a hug in. Keep a hold of that knee. Let's draw both knees up. Let them go nice and wide, almost like you're hugging those knees gently down towards your armpits. Maybe the tailbone lifts a little way off the mat. And if it feels all right, just have a little rock from side to side over your spine. And then coming back into the centre. Grab a hold of your kneecaps, palms of your hands. We're going to circle the knees in opposite directions. So you go nice and slow. Again, noticing how your hips are feeling as you take these circles. Let's do a couple more. And then changing direction, take some circles in the other direction. Finding as much movement as you can comfortably through your hips as you stir them around. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. And then bringing the knees gently back together. We're going to circle the knees in the same direction. So you'll notice that you roll around on the back of your sacrum a little bit more here. Keep a hold of the knees. And let's do 1 more this way. And then when you're ready, changing direction. And then gently come all the way back to the centre. So keep one knee in towards you, place the other foot down. Hugging that top knee, slide the underneath leg away, and you want to feel a little opening up through the front of the hip, allowing the hip and the thigh underneath you to drop heavy. And then we're just going to change sides, bring the knee up, sliding the underneath leg away. And don't force it here, just allowing that underneath thigh to drop heavy. And then bringing the underneath knee up again. Give the knees a nice wide hug out towards your armpits. And then stepping the feet back down. As they come back down this time, let's take them nice and wide. So the feet are wider than the hips. You can open the arms a little bit wider. And we're going to take a little rock from side to side. So again, we're just working for mobilisation here, allowing those hips to start to feel the movement without forcing them. Noticing how that top knee drops down towards the underneath heel. And let's take a couple more. And then gently come all the way back to the centre. Step the feet back in. We're going to line the heels up with the sit bones and bring the arms down by your sides, palms down. We're going to roll up into a bridge. So when you're ready, take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to draw your tummy down, peel your tailbone, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up and off the mat. You'll start to feel the backs of the legs switching on through the bottom muscles, through the hamstrings, holding here. That feeling of reaching your knees away from you, tailbone reaching between your knees. Try not to expand your ribs, but find that nice length through the front and the back of your body. We're going to take an inhale. And as you exhale, gently rolling back down. See if you can keep the thighs parallel, that weight even through your feet as you come down, vertebra by vertebra. We're going to do it 2 more times. Take an inhale. As you exhale, peel your way up. Slowly, sending the knees away from you, opening up through the fronts of the hips. Take a full breath to hold here. Notice where the weight is through your feet. Next inhale, stay put. Next exhale, slowly roll all the way back down, vertebra by vertebra. And you're going to let your bottom sink. Take an inhale, stay down. Next exhale, peeling, vertebra by vertebra. All the way up and off the mat, sending the knees away from you, squeezing the hips up. Full breath to stay. Weight even through your feet. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, gently roll all the way back down, vertebra by vertebra. So if you can get each one down separately. And then finally, let your bottom just relax nice and gently down into the floor. Draw one knee back up towards you. And this time, grab a hold behind your thigh. We're going to take a little bit of length through the back of the leg. So keep the foot and the ankle relaxed on the end. Find some length, that stretch down the back of the leg. And then slowly let the knee bend. Moving nice and slowly. So ease into that hamstring stretch. And then let the knee bend. 2 more like that. Ease in. And then let it bend. We'll take 1 more. Hang on to the thigh. Reach the leg. Pause here. Let's take 4 circles with the foot and the ankle. So you'll feel your calf a little bit more. Big and slow. And then change direction. Circle the other way. Good. Now let's pause, deepen the stretch, flex the foot, push the heel towards the ceiling, maybe a little bit more length through the back of the leg, strong hamstring stretch. And then let that knee bend, place the foot all the way down. We'll change sides, grab a hold behind the other thigh, hug it in gently towards your chest, support the thigh, lengthen the leg. Find the stretch, and then let the knee bend. And again, lengthen the leg. And then let the knee bend. Good, we're going to do 2 more. Reach. Slowly into the stretch. And then last one, lengthen the leg. Find the stretch, pause there, hold the stretch through the back of the leg, circle the foot and the ankle. 4 circles in either direction, feeling the stretch. And then change direction, circle in the other direction. Finish by pressing the heel up towards the ceiling, stronger stretch, reaching through the back of the leg. And then bend that knee. You can place the foot all the way back down. Let's come over onto your side. So bring yourself over. You can use a cushion for your head, or you can just support the back of the head with your hand, elbow pointing forwards. Let's bring the legs to that 90-90 position, 90 degrees at your hips, 90 degrees at your knees. Let's just take a nice easy twist, reach the top arm forwards. And we're going to inhale, lift up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, gently open the chest. Drawing that chest around, head rolls, nose points up towards the ceiling. Big deep breath here. Let's take it on. And then an inhale, lift the arm and bring the hand all the way down in front of your tummy. Check in that that shoulder is relaxed. And we're just going to pick up the top leg. I want you to see if you can keep a 90-degree angle at the knee here and start to take circles with the thigh. The thigh circles in the hip socket. And as you do that, press down into the floor with the underneath leg. We're creating circles, using the underneath leg to keep the hips nice and steady, trying not to rock backwards with the top hip.
Keep going. Keep that angle at the knee. Don't let the lower leg flap around. Good, I'm going to do 3 more. And 2. And then 1. And then change direction. Start your circles in the other direction, circling round. Good, keep pressing in the underneath leg. And do 4 and 3. 2 more. Good, last one. And then bring that leg all the way down. You should feel a little bit of work into the outside of the hip here. Good. Now lift and hover the leg. It's going to stay parallel to the leg underneath you. And I want you to slide the thigh backwards, like you're going to put a footprint onto the wall behind you. And then gently bring the knee all the way forwards. Same thing again, slide the thigh backwards. Can you keep that angle at the knee? Maybe put that footprint on the wall behind you. Top hip stays stacked. Draw the knee forwards. And again, sliding back. Thigh stays in line with the outside of the hip. Draw it up. We're going to do 2 more. Push that heel back. Use the thigh to move you. And scoop it up. 1 more. Slide the thigh back. Good. And then draw it all the way up. We're going to bring the thigh in line with the hip. And then see if you can lengthen the leg all the way out, trying to make yourself as long as you can through the side of the body there. Now flex the foot, push the heel away from you. Can you open up the waist a little bit more? And then point the toes. And flex the foot, push the heel. And point the toes. Good, we've got 4 more. Push the heel. And point the toes. And 3. And point the toes. 2 more. And point. 1 more. And point. Keep the toes pointed. We're going to take little circles with that top leg. Keep the underneath leg pressing to the floor. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Circle the other way. Circle, circle. I know you can feel it. Keep circling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the knee bend. You're going to give it a little hug in towards you. Good. You can place this leg all the way on the underneath one, or if it feels all right, just bring the knee up, gently place it over the underneath one. We're going to finish with another twist. Reach the top arm forwards. Take an inhale, gently lift up towards the ceiling, and an exhale to open the chest. Pause for a moment. Nose points to the ceiling, centre of the chest points to the ceiling. And then inhale, lift the arm up. We're going to take an exhale, bring it all the way down. Stack the legs, gently press yourself up into sitting. And before we come on to the other side, bring yourself into sitting and take the feet nice and wide. You can lean gently backwards into your hands. I'm going to take that rock again from side to side. So just allowing the knees to roll, finding that little bit of movement through your hips. Yeah, a couple more. And then coming back to centre, let's bring ourselves down onto the other side. So hand behind your head to support it. Find the 90-degree angle at your hips, 90 degrees at your knees. Try and keep the knees lined up as we come into this first twist. Reach the arm forward. Take an inhale, lift. Take an exhale, open from your ribs. And pausing here, nose rolls up towards the ceiling. Take a full deep breath. And then lifting the arm up. Gently bring it all the way down in front of your tummy. Give the shoulder a little roll. Lift and hover the top leg. Let's start those circles. Doesn't matter which way you start. Keep pressing into the underneath leg. See if you can keep the angle at the knee the same. Remember, we don't want that lower leg flapping around. We've got 4 more. Good. 2. And 1. And then change direction. Circle the other way. Keeping the same angle at the knee. Good. Keep pressing into the underneath leg. We've got 4. 3, 2 more, and 1 more. Good. Bring the leg down for a moment and then lift it back up. It's parallel to the leg underneath you. Same angle at the knee. Slide the thigh backwards so you open up through the front of the hip as though you're putting a footprint onto the wall behind you. Little feeling of pushing that top hip forwards, and then gently bring the knee back up again. Same thing again. Slide the thigh backwards. Footprint on the wall behind you. Watch that top hip doesn't roll back with you. Scoop it up. And again, slide it back. And then bring it up. Good, let's go. Pressing back. And then scoop it up. 2 more. Good. And come up. 1 more. Good. And draw it up. Now reach the leg all the way in line with the side of the body, and then reach it a little bit further so you can feel that top rib open up. Flex the foot so you're pushing your heel away, maybe a bit of stretch through the back of the leg. Point the toes, and again flex the foot and point the toes. Keep going, flex the foot, push the heel away, point the toes. 3 more and point. Good. 2. Point. 1 more. Finish with a point. We're going to start to take those circles. Make these circles small and controlled. Underneath leg stays pressing into the floor. Top hip stays still. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change direction. Circle the other way. Good. And then pause, reach the leg a little bit longer, flex the foot, and then bend the knee, bring it all the way up. You can give it a hug in towards your chest. Up to you, you can place the knee over the underneath one, or just bring the knee up, let it drop forwards, and then reach the top arm. Inhale, lift the arm, and then exhale, open the chest, let the head roll with you. Pause for that breath. And then gently bring yourself up. Bring the hand down, stack the legs, press yourself up. So this time we're going to bring one leg behind and one leg forward. So we're going to come into our 90-90 position, or 45-45. See how your hips feel. And if you need a cushion or a rolled up towel underneath your bottom, just lift your bottom up a little bit. You might find you can get into this position a little bit more. You can bring the top foot in, you can bring the back heel in, or you can open them up just a little bit more wherever you land. Or you take a little bit of a twist with the centre of the body over the centre of that front shin. We're going to inhale, lift the chest, and then as you exhale, reach the chest forwards. You're tilting gently forwards. You can step your hands forwards. Want the centre of the chest stretching over the centre of that front shin. I'm going to stay here for a moment to find that stretch. I want you to feel it into the outside of your hip, maybe a little bit into your bottom. Allow the breathing to soften, relax the shoulders. If it starts to ease up, maybe bring yourself down a little bit further. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then gently walk yourself all the way back up. Keep the front leg where it is. We're gently going to bring the back leg all the way around, and I want you to cross over at the shins and see if you can wriggle your legs across. So rather than crossing at the ankles, we're trying to cross at the shins. Sit yourself tall again, hands either side. We're going to lift the chest, very gently send the chest forwards. When it won't go any further, you can allow the spine to round, the shoulders to relax. Hands can stay behind you or they can move forwards, wherever feels okay. Again, we're just going to pause here. A couple of deeper breaths. And then gently bring yourself all the way back up. We'll keep the other leg forward. Let's change sides. So your 90-90 position or your 45-45, whichever way works for you. Grab your cushion or your towel if you need to for this side. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Centre of the chest over that centre shin. Inhale. Exhale, tilt forwards as though you're reaching your chest forwards. Support yourself with your hands. Go to a place where you can feel the stretch in your body. We're all different. If you want to come down a little bit further, then do. I'm much more mobile on this side. Deepening your breaths. And let's take one more full deep breath as you're here. And then when you're ready, walking your hands back in towards your shin, we're going to bring the back leg all the way around. See if you can wriggle it across, so you're crossed at your calf and your shin rather than your ankles. Sit yourself tall again, deep breath in. And as you exhale, tilting forwards. When you can't get any further forwards, let the shoulders relax, let the chin tuck in a little bit. Find a comfortable position with your hands and your arms. Deepen the breath. Let's take one more full deep breath in. And then gently, slowly bringing yourself all the way back up. Well done. Let's come over onto your back one more time. Rolling down, support yourself as you come down. Give the knees another hug up towards your chest. This time we're going to take them a little bit wider. Drawing the knees down into your armpits. Another full deep breath as you're here. We're going to step the feet down. I want you to take the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop nice and wide. You can open the arms off the edges of the mat, maybe turning the palms up. If it feels better for you, get your rolled up towel or your cushions and just place them underneath your thighs for a little bit of extra support. Bringing that effort down now, allowing the muscles to switch off. We're going to take one more stretch, drawing the knees gently back inwards. Stepping the heels in line with your sit bones, we can come into our figure four stretch. So let's cross one ankle over the underneath knee. And you can gently press that knee away. If you feel a stretch into the outside of your hip here, stay with the foot on the floor. If you've got a little bit more mobility, you can bring the underneath leg up, take a hold behind your thigh and hug that underneath knee in. Top knee gently presses away, underneath knee gently hugs in. And then either staying here and taking some big deep breaths. What I quite like to do is just take some circles here with that underneath leg. If the foot's on the floor, just takes a rock from side to side. You can change direction with those circles, keep rocking the legs from side to side, or if it feels good, just to stay still, please stay still. And then we'll place the foot down. Let's uncross nice and slowly. Pause for a moment, both feet down.
we'll change sides. Take the other ankle across. Ease the knee away. Good, drawing the underneath thigh up if it feels good on this side. Or keeping the foot down. And you can take a very gentle rock from side to side here with that foot down. Or if the thigh is up, hugging the underneath thigh in, pressing the top knee away. Starting to take some circles here. Keep rocking or staying still. If you're circling, let's circle in the other direction. And let's come back to the centre. Stepping the feet back down just a little bit wider this time. And let the knees drop inwards. We're just into the centre there, supporting each other. You can let your eyes close again. Bringing your attention into your hips. The backs of the hips, around your bottom muscles, deep inside those back hip muscles. Fronts of the hips and the hip creases, the sides of the hips. Bringing the knees gently back out. And just staying here for a moment with the knees bent, or if it feels okay, just sliding one leg away from you. And then sliding the other leg away from you. If you're coming out with those lengthened legs, making sure a little bit wider than your hips, you can let the toes drop out. You can let the knees roll out. Allowing the eyes to close again. And we're going to finish where we started with those 3 big deep breaths. Noticing the hips, where you've worked. Maybe allowing your hips, your pelvis, your shoulders, your jaw, just to soften. Let's take one more full deep breath. Moving nice and slowly, stepping the feet up towards you. Give the knees a little rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, gently rolling on to one side. Use your hands to press yourself up. Come up nice and slow. So you can use this little flow anytime you've got a bit of space on the floor, your hips need a little bit of love, or they're feeling a little bit achy. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.